Hey guys, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my May TBR. I cannot believe for the life of me that it is May, and yet we still can't leave our house. Anyways, in the month of May, I plan on reading 8 things. 2 are graphic novels, 2 are middle grades, well 3 are middle grades, and then the rest are young adults. I am transferring 2 books over from my regular April TBR over to May, so let's just go ahead and start. So the first 2 books I actually want to read are graphic novels. The first one, the 2 being Giants Day Volumes 7 and 8. These are the next 2 volumes in the Giants Day series. Hopefully I can get my actual hands on physical copies by the time I read them. If not, I'll just read them from my phone, but I like having the physical copy with me. We follow 3 girls, Susan, Esther, and Daisy, who have been best friends since their first year at university in the United Kingdom. They are now, I believe, in their 2nd year, and after finding that their neighbor had died right next door to them and they didn't even notice, we now see them as they come to terms with that. I enjoy the graphic novel series, but there's highs and lows like everything else. So the first middle grade I currently reading is The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Book 1, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I have just been in such a mood to reread the entire Percy Jackson series, so why not just start from the beginning? Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Book 1 follows a 12-year-old kid named Percy Jackson, and unbeknown to him, he is the son of Poseidon, which is a big no-no. And now he's being hunted by monsters, and he has to go to Camp Half-Blood. I remember when I first read these, I absolutely loved them. So I am looking forward to my reread of the entire of this series, and then hopefully moving on to the Heroes of Olympus. I had already picked out from my TBR jar, and the book I picked was The Iron Trials by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This is book 1, and all I know about this is that it follows a boy named Callum Hunt, and he is basically magical, a magistrum, and his father wants him to enter into the Iron Trials and to succeed. I've had this book for a really long time on my shelves, and I'm actually really happy that it got picked. It's very short, it's middle grade, it's barely 300 pages. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. One of the books that I'm carrying over from my April TBR to my May one is The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson. This is the 2nd book in the Truly Devious trilogy. This follows a girl named Stevie, and she is obsessed with crime. And in the first book, it was a dual timeline taking place in 1926 and 2016, when they try to figure out in 1926 who kidnapped and murdered the founder's wife and who kidnapped his daughter. And then in 2016, Stevie is trying to figure out who killed this kid and why they were trying to cover it up. I absolutely loved the first book. I do own the 2nd and 3rd book, and I cannot wait to read it. The final middle grade I plan on reading is Aru Shah and the Tree of Wishes by Roshni Chatsky. This is the 3rd book in the Pandava series, and we follow a young girl named Aru Shah, and she was always known as a liar. In the first book, Aru Shah and the End of Time, 3 kids come on their fall break to Aru Shah's mother's job, which is a museum, and they basically call her out as a liar. And she ends up breaking this lamp that sends the sleeper awake and freezes everyone, including her mothers and friends, except for Aru. And that's when she finds out she's a Pandava reincarnated, and now, along with one of her soul sisters, Mimi, she has to go through trials to try to put the sleeper back to sleep. I enjoyed the first book. I really liked the 2nd book, and I cannot wait for the 3rd book because it's a little bit bigger, and I absolutely love this series. So if you guys watch my vlogs, I remember a couple weeks ago I had decided to make a reread jar, which is just book series and books that I really love that I haven't reread in a long time and I want to reread. I had already picked one out, and I will be rereading, hopefully, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 1, The Sword of Summer. I have not read the series since I finished it in 2017. This follows Norse mythology, and we follow Magnus Chase, who, yes, is the cousin of Annabeth Chase, who were introduced into the Percy Jackson series. Magnus is homeless after his mother was killed by wolves, and one night after seeing his cousin Annabeth, something happens and he ends up dying. But he wakes up again. Norse mythology is like Thor, Loki, Feyre, all of that. I absolutely love mythology, so I'm looking forward very, very much to rereading this. And then the final book also rolls over from my April TBR, and that was my TBR jar pick from last month, and that is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is another book that I have had on my shelf for a really, really long time, and I just need to read it. So in this world, the day you die, you basically get a message like, hey, listen, in 24 hours you're gonna be dead, and they let you onto this app that you can only use when you're dying to meet friends, and these two boys meet up with each other, and I guess they fall in love. The only book I've truly read from Adam Silvera is What If It's Us, which is him and Becky Albertalli, and I did enjoy that, but I do want to read his standalone because so many people love his work. So yeah. So those are all of the books I plan on reading in the month of May. Usually when it starts getting warmer, I can't read all of these damn books. I don't know why, especially because I'm home more now. But my anxiety lately has been messing with me, so hopefully I can read majority of these. If not, I'm really honestly not gonna stress it. So I'll be leaving here 2 videos I honestly feel you guys should go check out. All my social media will be linked down below. Try my hardest to post 3 times a week, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye guys.